As you may know, Steve is a very complex character, and one of his most powerful tools in-game are his blocks. Today, I will teach you the very basics of block usage and some useful tips too. First of all, I highly recommend setting one of your shoulder buttons to special. This will make it much easier to execute the following things. I have all set to special, so do keep that in mind when I show the inputs. To place a block, you have to press B while airborne. You can hold down the B button and move forward to build continuous blocks. You can place blocks in a certain boundary in the stage, and these boundaries may vary throughout stages. There are 4 blocks available: dirt, wood, stone, and iron. These materials are also different in strength, dirt being the weakest and easiest to break, wood being the second weakest, stone being a very solid block, and iron being the strongest and most durable. Note that block building will use the weakest materials first and then the strongest, meaning that if you don't have dirt, it will use wood, and so on and so forth. It is also important to remember that if you are farther away from the stage, your blocks will break quicker than normal. They will also break quickly if you stand on them for too long. You can also walk through a block if it's floating in the air, regardless of the block's strength. Now that we know how blocks behave, let's go into some practical uses for them. Blocks are one of Steve's most important tools in neutral, as they allow you to restrict opponents' approach options, block projectiles, and get space. To build a 3-block high wall, short hop, then wait a little bit and place a block so that you stand on it. Keep the special button held and jump twice. These are how the input should look like. When done correctly, you should quickly build a wall and then you should be able to just run off. These walls are very useful for denying approaches since they block a lot of projectiles, roll-ins, dash-ins, and even some characters' jumps. Another really useful build is the staircase. To build a staircase, do the same short hop delayed block. Walk forward for a tiny bit, and then time 2 short hops so that you build a tiny staircase. These are how the input should look. The inputs on this one are really tricky to nail at the start, but with enough practice you should be able to get it every time. This staircase is really useful as it not only does the same as the 3 high, but it also forces your opponent to jump farther to reach you, plus you get a super easy escape option. Blocks are a very unique and useful tool in this advantage as they refresh your double jump and you can stall for a long time using them. Using an anvil can also be very useful in this situation since it creates a lingering trap. Do not restrict yourself in this advantage. Since blocks can be placed in so many different places, it's important that you find out what works best for you. Blocks are insane in advantage and they allow you to do some real messed up stuff, like block off weak or no hitbox recoveries off stage, like Lucina's, Game & Watch's, Sonic's, or Inklings. Blocks also allow you to do grounded moves mid-air, meaning you can get stupid edgeguard off stage or high finishers like up smash, which are also trivial to Steve's combo game. Speaking of combos, Steve has arguably the best and most terrifying combo game if all of Smash Ultimate. Just look at that, Joker got dragged all across FD and there was nothing he could do about it. Getting into combos in this video will be very hard. For that reason, I will make a separate video focusing on Steve's combo game. So if you want to see it and more Steve related content, make sure you support me by liking this video and subscribing. It would mean a lot. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.